Eden Prairie Local News Managing Editor Joanna Takes and producer Jeff Strate got together on May 18th for a chat about running a nonprofit online community newspaper. Jeff is one of the founders of the nonpartisan venture.
And with me is Joanna Takes. So Joanna, what does a managing editor do for a community newspaper?
Largely, a managing editor keeps things moving and keeps things on track. So with the name editor, as it implies, there is some editing, like actual developmental editing, which is when you take a story that somebody has submitted and say, maybe this would be better over here, or what about this question? So there's some of that, some editing and some copy editing, which is, the word is spelled wrong. Yeah. This word doesn't mean what you think it means, that kind of thing.
Sure. And that's just part of what a newspaper does, right?
Yes. And it's a lot of systems and processes, keeping things on track, keeping track of who's working on what, various resources, and connecting different people to things that might come from some of the journalism support organizations that we're a member of.
Name a few of those.
INN, Institute for Nonprofit News, okay. Lion, which I recently found out stands for Local Independent Online News.
Okay, that's news to me too.
MNNN, which stands for Metro Nonprofit News Network.
Okay.
And then there are a few others that are associated and have newsletters and so forth that I try to keep up with.
Well, as you probably heard, a thunderstorm rumbled over BCAT Studio during my chat with Joanna. Nonetheless, we continued.
So local, regional, and national organizations, it's important because we find out about resources from them, things that we might want to try, or tech opportunities, or just people that we can bounce ideas off of.
Tell me about Prairie Pulse. It's part of Eden Prairie Local News.
Prairie Pulse is our events newsletter that comes out once a week. It was started about a year ago in March 2025 in response to people's requests. They said they wanted to make it easier to find out things to do in Eden Prairie, kind of fun things. Sometimes there's guessing games, sometimes there's reader polls. The name Prairie Pulse actually came from a reader suggestion via a poll when we first started it, and then we unveiled the name with a pie reveal. Our first advertiser in the newsletter was a local cottage bakery that does pies, and she put it on a pie crust, and we filmed that, which was kind of fun.
Okay, good. Now, one of the things I like about it is that you and your partner, Amy Nylander, tell readers what your personal weekends are going to be like, even if they're not that interesting.
Sometimes it's a challenge to find something interesting about our weekends. Yeah. Sometimes, you might have noticed I'd say I'm taking my recycling to the yard waste place or something like that. But it's very relatable, I think, to people. I said hi to my mom in a recent one because my mom definitely always reads that part of the newsletter. But people like it because it makes us seem like, and we are, of course, actual real people. Real people in Eden Prairie where our audience is and where people are reading about it.
Interesting. Now, Eden Prairie Local News, it's still a small community newspaper for a really wonderful suburb of Minneapolis. But we don't have a staff of 12 or 8 or 4, do we?
It depends on how you count. So we have, our editorial staff is 2 full-time people. We have 1 full-time editor, which is not me.
What's his name?
Stuart Sudak is the editor-in-chief.
Okay.
And 1 full-time reporter, Rachel Hoppy.
Okay.
And then we have a part-time editor, that's me.
Okay.
And we have a half-time schools reporter. And that is the entirety of our editorial staff. And then we have many people from within the community who contribute on a freelance basis.
Articles,
photos. Some of them help us out with tabling at events where we go and have a table and say, here we are.
Okay.
Here's,
Yeah.
But a lot of them do write articles, or sometimes they take photos for us, depending on their background, their skill sets, how they want to contribute to, again, their community as well. And that's really why a lot of people do it, is because it's their community, they want to contribute. But those are...
You can reach Managing Editor Joanna Takes via the Eden Prairie Local News website at eplocalnews.org. That's eplocalnews.org.